Well, everyone, welcome back. And we've managed to find ourselves a friend to help us through. That being said, he is a 150 level player. So I suspect we are just going to float through this pretty easily. As it appears that I don't need to do anything. Here's this lore master is just obliterating everything. So we already know that we don't need to go down those other paths back there. Okay, well I guess the rest of the dogs aren't coming. Is this the way, though? Tomb Defender completed. It's got 260,000 health. I don't actually really enjoy being run through instances. But to be honest, I think I did post for some time to try and get somebody to help me. And this was the only person that would do it. And I held off for a little bit, but... maybe this way? This is a cool tomb, though. Is this the way? Oh my goodness. Worms. Oh wow, what is that? Yeah, there's no way I would have been able to do all this on my own, I don't think. Oh wow. Here's Adelia Cryptbreaker with all her people. You aren't part of my band, I would remember you. Were you here first? So the loot belongs to us. Show us. Just show yourself out. What? The king? There hasn't been a king in Anominus for hundreds of years. His treasures are now mine. Show them why, my friends. Ah. You will forfeit any claim to the treasure as well as your lives. Oh. So he's saying I should join a kinship. It'll help me learn the game. I feel like you guys have been helping me learn the game too, though. Just one hitter. Okay. Been posting my gameplay on YouTube, and I've got a bit of help from people there. You will find the stone you seek through this passage, but heed my words with care. Do not wake Nornagol. Knights of Dol Amroth. Dawn. My goodness, this was so deep. Didn't take long for those tomb robbers to get in here though, did it? Or is this the bit? This was the bit that was flooded. Oh. Cracked Skull and Nornagol. Ooh, he couldn't one-shot that thing. Oh, that's why. It's running away. This has 17,000 health. I told you not to wake Nornagol. I will bring the silithair to Cataclysm, for I wish to speak with him again.
Hail, friend,
You have done well to defeat Nornagol, Othergod. I will take the silithair and deliver it to Calenglad. Return to him now with the tale of your adventure. I will show you the way, hidden paths, back to the surface.
Mind my words, traveller.
Tinadir. Tomb of Elendil.
Greetings.
You have emerged from the darkness, Asgalad, and have truly made an old man glad to see this happy day. The light of Narsil shall be kindled once again. Gwyneth appeared shortly before your return and gave to me the silithair. To see such a wonder returned out of the mists of history fills me with amazement.
What do you need?
Knights of Dom Amaroth. He wants to invite me to his kinship. Thanks. Cool. We're a low drama kin of layback players. By reclaiming the last of the silithair, you have done what Aragorn sent you here to do, Asgalad, and along the way you made yourself a great help to all of us that live here along the shores of Lake Nenuel. I'm sorry to see you go. Mostly my dad's age. But go you must, for Narsil must be reforged. Return at once to Rivendell, far to the east, and deliver the silithair to Aragorn. The time has come at last for the blade that was broken to be remade. Title awarded. You're a member of a kinship. We bow before Arkandel. The Knights of Dol Amroth. We're now a member of a kinship as well. And we've got the silithair. We need to take that back to Rivendell. But I am 9,200 XP from being level 40, and then I can craft myself some new armor. Do I... Actually, what I will do... I will use my Rivendell Valley Swift Travel. Actually, before I do that, let's see what we got from that run, because for some reason we got tons of stuff. Major Pilgrim Herald armaments. Sleek. Okay. Polished Tooth of Determination. That we can pop on. Level 5. Fate, Vitality, in combat morale regeneration. So we want to take the Earring of Courage off, which is that one. So we'll do that. +2 damage to beast. The Rampager Club. Rampager Club. Rampager Club. Rampager Club. They're all the same. So let us get rid of some of this stuff.
How may I
Sell.
help you?
Sell that. Sell that. Keep the tooth. Broken longswords. Do I have 2 of those things? 118 armor value. 118 armor value. Okay, there we go. Goose, sleek skins. Delicate fur of fleet. Okay. Tough carapaces, filth. Club, club. Sword sheath, club, club. Keep the tooth. Get rid of that hat. That. Extremely sharp beak. Sleek skins. That. Okay. Let us travel back to Rivendell the fast way with our dripping sword. Well, that was a lot quicker than I expected it to be, but there is no way I would have been able to solo that entire instance. Let's have a look now at... Okay, so now we see the legendary, the kinship talk. Let us return to Aragorn. The beautiful Rivendell. This is quite exciting. Aragorn, I return with the silithair.
Greetings.
You have returned out of the wild, Asgalad, and my heart rejoices to see you. Unless my eyes are very much mistaken, you have passed the challenges of Gwyndeath and returned bearing the last of the silithair.
Greetings.
Look at this. The time has come, Asgalad. Narsil will be reforged. Will you accompany me to the forges? The work will take some time, but I would have you there at Anduril's making. Speak with me when your affairs are in order and we can walk there together. What is this? Light armor? Medium shoulder armor? Heavy leg armor? What's like one-handed sword? 16 to 21. One-handed spear or a runestone? I don't think I want any of those things, so I just find what sells for the most. The heavy armor. Blade that was broken. Let us walk to the forges, Asgalad. It will be some time before the sword is completed and we can take in the air while the elfsmiths of Elrond work their craft.
The time of Isildur's heir is at hand. With the recovery of the last silithair, Elrond has commanded that the light of Narsil, which cut the One Ring from the hand of Sauron, be renewed and rekindled as Anduril, the flame of the West.
Greetings.
Are you ready, Asgalad? The air tonight feels full of promise, and I have resolved to leave any doubts I have behind me. For Narsil to be reforged this night feels unreal to me, and if I will wake in the house of Elrond and find all this has been a dream. It is time, my friend, let us see how goes the forging. I can't believe we're going to bear witness to the reforging of the Flame of the West. Like it's something that was sort of brushed over in the films. But to have this, like this whole adventure around the reforging of the actual sword in the background. Elendil. Elrond's here too. You have my greetings, Aragorn, son of Arathorn, Lord of the Dunedain. Arwen's here? Gandalf? Frodo? Many years have passed since I gave to you the shards of Narsil, heirloom of your line. Who are you? Oh, Bilbo. Hello, Frodo. Hello, Uncle. Well, I haven't missed anything song-worthy yet, have I? If you will stop with your chattering, Bilbo Baggins, perhaps you will have your answer. Look, Elendil has something to say. For long hours we have toiled over fire, hot and metal. A new blade has been beaten from the shards of Narsil. The last of the silithair was given the blade the glow it had of old. The work is nearly finished. I'm just going to stand here for a minute. Lord Elrond, it is ready. Come, Aragorn. The blade is called Anduril, the Flame of the West. It was forged from the shards of Narsil, and from it springs the light of the last silithair. Take it with honor, Aragorn, for it is thine. From the ashes a fire is woken. Behold, Anduril, Flame of the West. I thank you, friends. The blade that was broken has been remade, and my heart. It will take more than swords to turn this tide, Aragorn, even such one as this. Come now, Gandalf. A time for some cheer, perhaps, but not to excess. Dark dangers press upon us. Evil stirs. But Gandalf, the sword of the king, has been remade. That has to count for something, surely. You are right, Frodo. I am sorry I did not mean to be gloomy. It is true that our roads wind into danger, but I rejoice that I walk. Do not despair, my friends. We will brave the storm clouds on the horizon.
Greetings.
I can hardly believe that Narsil has been remade, but the feel of Anduril in my hand quells all my doubt. This night has been long in coming, Asgalad, and I marvel at it. Let us return to the house of Elrond. Many are the friends that wait within, and I would show them Anduril, that they may know what has been done this night.
Greetings.
My heart tells me that Gandalf speaks true, Asgalad. It will take much more than a sword, even a sword as well crafted and with such lineage as Anduril, to fight the will of the enemy. But I know this well. We will do what we must, no matter the cost. We will stand opposed to all who threaten the safety of Middle-earth and will not rest until the enemy is laid low and my people restored to safety and to plenty. You are wondering why I did not tell you what it was that Gwyndeth was seeking. That is hardly a riddle, Asgalad. When I journeyed with Calanglad to claim the silithair those long years ago, Gwyndeth turned me aside with a rebuke that I was not yet ready for the sword to be reforged. Indeed, I was not. How might events have been different if I had retrieved it at that young age? How might events have changed if Amlath had taken it with him to Fornost? We cannot see the end of every road, Asgalad. I withheld that information from you, for I believed that if the time was truly ripe, if Narthsil was supposed to be reforged, you would know for what Gwyndeth asked without my telling you. It seems on this matter at least I have been proven correct. Rejoice, Asgalad. Dark days may lie ahead, but we will face them now with the light of Anduril before us and friends at our back. Alright, I'm going to take those pants.
Will you stay a moment? I must speak with you.
This is a level 44 quest, but it's a book quest. Book 6, Chapter 1 of Goladir and Angmar. Hail and well met, Asgalad. It is now that you have come. This morning a falcon arrived bearing a message for me from Estelden, the hidden refuge of my people in the North Downs. It will appear that another such bird came to Estelden from the north, gravely wounded, bearing a message from one of my kinsmen we had believed long dead. I know little more, for the message to me was brief, but Davron has asked me to come at once. My time here is short, and I cannot return now to confer with my people. My path lies to the south and to the east. Will you go to Esselden in my stead and learn what tidings have come there? Speak to Davron, for it was he who sent the message to me. I fear that the news is grave, for Coronir was deemed lost years ago when his captain, Goladir, disobeyed my edict and took a company north into Angmar. They were never heard from again. It is a joy that Coronir lives, but what kept him from contacting us before now? So I will have to go to... Ranger Camp Esselden. So back to North Downs, I guess. But first, we're going to go speak to Samwise Gamgee. It is really beautiful here. I guess I don't have to do much in Troll Shores though. Well, so far I haven't had to. What was that thing? Oh no. That was silly. I just came back from an amazing adventure helping to reforge Narsil into Anduril, the Flame of the West, but I can't cross a bridge without falling off it. Archer. Level 37. Hunter. Where is Samwise? I think he's in here somewhere. Elrond's Hall? No. Bilbo's room. I feel like they were in here, weren't they? Frodo, Gandalf. No. Where is... Oh, there. Or is he upstairs? Elrond's library, perhaps? Elrond. Interior quest location. It is there. What have you got for me though, Elrond? Oh, that's the other one. Okay, we're not going to worry about that. Let's run up here. Samwise must be in Bilbo's room. Here we go. Samwise Gamgee.
What do you need?
Oh, the final word. Well, that is an ominous title and no mistake. I can hear Master Gandalf's voice right now. Samwise Gamgee, you fool. What's that you've stuck your oversized fingers into this time? A little knowledge is all very well, my dear hobbit, but I'd soon teach a potato to wield a sword as to have you nosing about in matters best left to the wise. That's what he'd say if he caught me fiddling about with a book like that. I warrant, but then where poor Master Frodo's going, I reckon I ought to know everything. I can help safeguard him as well as I may, whether I'm a fool or not for doing it. Now that is a mouthful and no mistake. Lady Arwen and an old Bilbo have been helping me with my letters since I arrived, but this is near beyond me at that. And with these missing pages, I'm not sure what to make of it. Except now I'm surer than before that this book here wasn't written for someone who doesn't mean what they say, if you know what I mean. Should you manage to pull those pages together, you might want to think twice before you read it cover to cover. My gaffer would drop this one right into the brandywine, I warrant, and I can't say for certain that it'd be a mistake. Shield Maiden's
Hello.
Song? What is that you've got there? A Shield Maiden's Song? Well, yes indeed, that is one of the books that Master Elrond himself suggested to me. I'm afraid his own copy went missing or was loaned out, who knows how many years ago. He's got so many books around here it's beyond me how he keeps track of them all. Anyway, Master Elrond says that there aren't supposed to be many written copies of it, as the Horse Lords prefer to hand their tales down through their storytellers and such. Oh dear, it does seem that this one is rather the worse for wear, doesn't it? What good is a tale like this without an ending, or several bits of the beginning and middle as well if you want to know the truth? Well, I still have a great deal to study before we leave, and Elrond is a bit strict about my time, so I shan't waste it trying to piece this one together. On the other hand, if you could find those missing pages, I'd rather expect it to be worth your time. Elrond hinted to me that an aspiring guardian could do far worse than to find a full copy of that book.
Is there something I can do for you?
And the best defense. Well, it's right kind of you to think so highly of me to look me up to know more about a book you have there. But I must say I still feel rather overwhelmed by all this, and it's not much in my nature. To be gallivanting about with a sword and all. if you know what I mean. Still, old Gandalf insisted that I take the time we have here in Rivendell to read up on such things and learn my duties and all before Master Frodo begins before we have to go. I guess I really shouldn't say anything more about that. Samwise, you ninny hammer, Gandalf will turn you into a toad for sure if you don't shape up. Anyways, Master Elrond suggested I read up on that book you have there. He has a fine copy in his library, you know, and it was an interesting read sure enough. But that copy you've got there seems more interesting by half, as the fellow who took all those notes seemed to have a fine handle on how it really goes when things heat up. Pity about the missing pages. It looks like the best parts are gone. If you manage to pull them together, I'd love to have a look at them too. Not that I'm like to have any time for more reading with what us all getting ready to head off to. Well, never you mind that. You've got your own business to see to, like as not, and don't need me bothering you with ours, I suppose. So I've got to read the books. Let's have a look out here. The library is probably a good place to start. Okay. Talk to Davron. North of the Bear Dens. Book 4, Chapter 1. Where's the horse and the rider? That's 37, that's 44. So maybe we do Elrond's quest next. But it would be good to... Not yet completed this deed. Have to find those pages, I'm assuming. A little bit of experience would be good, because then I could craft that new armor. Oh dear. Let us go back out here. Or maybe we just... How much XP do I need now? 5,000.
Greetings to you.
to the Troll Shores, Barashan's camp. Let's travel here. Let's try and get some of this XP. And perhaps we can then craft that new armor. This is the camp. No, that's not the one I wanted to go to. Thorin had. Let's see if we can. Let's go to Thorin had.
Megovanen.
Thorn had. That's where I want to go. No, I can't. Thorin had. That's where I want to go. There we go. Let's swift travel there. Well, that was. It was like I didn't think that was a swift travel route then, but it is. Okay. We'll find. Let's see if we can get this last little bit of travel to Kingship House. This is new. Travel to Kingship Members House. Put these down here. Oops. Okay. Eladan, my father has sent you to aid us. It is good that you have come, for we have made an unsettling discovery. It seems likely the missing rider is still somewhere within the wilderness of the Troll Shores.
Will you lend me your ear?
Light armor, two-handed hammer, Eladan's shield. Shortly after Frodo Baggins and his company, this quest is meant to be cleared by a group. Can it be to solo? Okay. Sent for signs in the Nazgul, the 9 riders of the enemy. We found the bodies of 8 horsemen downstream, but of the last there was no sign. We searched further but still found nothing. We travelled far afield into lands to the south and still found no sign of the fleeing rider. Only on our return journey did we find something. Hoofprints in the South Troll Shores, far south of the road. There are many narrow valleys in that region. The Nazgul might lie there, sheltered from prying eyes, waiting for his time to strike. Journey far south of the road in the South Troll Shores, Asgard, and seek out the missing rider. The ruins within those narrow channels have fell reputation. Minas Agor, that place was called of old, and the Nazgul may have sought them out for that reason. Okay. Ella here. Distance. Okay. Oh, here we go. You got some horses. There's a milestone. Let's go down and see if we can. How much XP I get for taking these things out. XP. Defeat elk in the Bruinen Gorges. Mountain bear. Blankets for the dwarves. Collect pelts from the bears. Still need a pelt. Let's see if we can get some more bears or pelts. There's stalkers, not worry about them. There's platinum. Gotta cull that. Like that. There's another one there. Three done. There's another one. There's another hind, and there's a bear there too. Oh, look at that bear on his hind legs. Okay, got that bear pelt. Another platinum deposit, so we may as well get that while we're here. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do that. I'm looking for one more deer. Just look over this rise and see if there's anything over here. Like venison from the elk. Stuck in the trees. deed. Worm Slayer. Oh, that's the worm. This platinum. Didn't get anything from that one. There's another one. 4 of 6. These few things should get me across to level 40. 5 of 6. Repairs are done. I'm after it. There's a hind. Done. And we got level 40. Required the passive skill Heroic. What's the passive skill Heroic? Need to complete Volume 2, Book 1, Chapter 10 to use legendary items. How do I look at my skills? Oh, what was that? New mail. Even heroes will find themselves in need someday. There are some materials of worth within this present. What is it? Slayer Deed Acceleration. Elite Mark Acquisition. Enhanced XP Supply. Grants you amount of enhanced XP based on your level, doubling the XP you gain from defeating enemies and completing quests. When using this item, enhanced XP is represented by the light blue area on your bar. Ah, okay. Did I get a trait point? No. Did not. That's to level 4 now, though. New skirmish available. Haven't done the skirmishes yet. I don't know what they are. Let's go hand these quests in up here, though. Then, the Wolf Iron. I think I can go and craft that new armor. More dwarf iron. This has been a pretty productive episode, if I do say so. We've managed to forge Anduril, the Flame of the West, from the shards of Narsil. Now, looks like we're going to forge ourselves some brand new armor. Is there a forge here? No, there is not.
Greetings, traveller.
There you go, blankets for the dwarves. Find some sign of the missing Nazgul. Now let's go to... Let's
How
go
can I be of
back to
service?
Rivendell. And then we'll go to the forge. And then we'll come back to... What's this one? Lurin. Okay, we're back in Rivendell. Now, we need to ride to a forge. There. Just up and around the bend. No, not this way. Across here. No, back this way. It's the same forge where they crafted. Okay. Browse the shop.
Megovanen.
Okay, here we go. Let's crafting. Let's make that first. Like that. Okay, metalsmith. We need adamant shards. I think I have them in here. I have 2. How many will I need? 1. I need a shard for every single piece. That's not good, is it? Well, let's start crafting anyway. Vibrance armor, vitality, mastery. Critical defense, physical mitigation. What is mastery rating? Increases the damage. Let's do the vibrance armor. Doesn't change how it looks. Okay, let's craft. Physical mastery, 10 vitality, 15 might. $13 might, 9 vitality. We want this one. Like that. $169 armor. There we go. Let's put that into... Let's open our wardrobe. We'll put it in our wardrobe. Oh, that item is already in my wardrobe. So let's just stick that in there. Now we want to craft something else. Westerness gloves of resolve. Oh, that's right. Because I got these from... purchasing them off the people in Everdim. What's the biggest upgrade? 32 to 42. 30 to 42. 29 to 42. 13.9. 15.10. I reckon do that. The shoulder guards though did look good. 49, 42, 31. Finesse. Physical defense. Maybe make the leggings. Okay. Can't use elf stone. If you find yourself with the you may draw upon inspiration. Ah, that's right. That's that thing for the doing the quest. Strength. Fate. Crit. Fate might. Crit. Vitality might. Why don't we make these? The leggings we got are better. The helm. The helm we've got's better. Gloves, 69, 13 might. Let's make the gloves. Let's make the boots. Might, fate, vitality. Might, vitality, fate. 13, 8, 10. 13, 8, 10. 8 vitality. 8 vitality, 10 fate. 8 vitality, 10 fate. Vibrance or resilience? 13, 8, 10. 13, 8, 10. Let's cosmetic outfits. Let's get rid of that. Oh, look at our health now. What's the helm look like? The helm is ugly. Okay. Weaponsmith. What did we have here? Gauntlets, the great sword. 20 to 27. Combat or vitality. 10 vitality. Might vitality. Might agility. '86 crit rating. I feel like that sword I've got is better. Multiple output recipe. This recipe can only be used once. It's removed from your list. Oh, okay. Bright steel throwing axe. Dwarf iron shavings. Let's make them back into bars. Crafting. Metalsmith. Rich iron. Dwarf iron ingots. There we go. Well, yeah, we've got some new shiny armor. It's a pretty good way to end an episode, I think. Oh, level 37 Guardian. He's got pretty good HP, though. Alright, well, I think we'll end the episode there. We've got some shiny new drip going on here with our fancy armor. We're looking much more inspiring. We'll sell that stuff off. We will sell Dory's Defenders. They're just simple green gloves. They're no good to us. We'll sell that. Sell that. That. Chunk of dwarf iron. Silver, dwarf, white, gold. Noble boots of the beast. I feel like they're actually better, to be honest. Let's keep our gold stuff going. Dwarf shoulder guards. Get rid of that. 8 vitality. Fate resistance rating. Get that. Fine furs. We can tidy some of this up off camera. We'll sell one of those. But yeah, that's a good end to the episode, I think. I was able to do that, the end of that quest, which will help me forge Anduril, which was a cool way to show how that story arced behind the scenes. You don't really see that in the movies at the very least. And now we can progress some other book quests post forging of Anduril. I've also got some shiny new armor. Look at that. I'm looking very, very regal in this sweet armor. Be good to get some of those adamantine things. I'll have a look on the auction house once I get off and see how much they are. And maybe I'll craft the other Western-S pieces if I can afford them. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't had to. And thanks for coming.